Fenter. We'll get back to the Citizens Initiative in a moment. First tonight at 5:30, one man is dead after a standoff on Billings, and officials say one officer has also been injured. Police say the incident started just after 9, but escalated around 1 this afternoon, once getting the suspect into custody. Witnesses tell us the Billings Police Department had the man in custody when the man ran toward a police cruiser with its door open. He then managed to get inside the vehicle, put it into gear, and start traveling westbound along Miles Avenue. Police say the suspect was shot while driving away in the police vehicle and hit trucks before coming to a stop. Authorities have confirmed the suspect is dead, but have not released his identity. The cause of the standoff is still unknown. We will update you on this story as more information becomes available. Spring-like conditions for much of the area today, but Claire says winter weather isn't that far behind. Let's head over to the Storm Tracker Weather Center for the latest. Claire?
Well, Jen, that's true. We are seeing some winter weather heading our way already. As we take a look at our live Doppler radar system, we're seeing, as we zoom in, we are seeing some snow showers right now over just west of Augusta and Conrad along Highway 287. That's over the past few hours. We've seen those conditions continue, and temperatures are fairly mild right now, but they will get colder overnight, and we'll have some colder temperatures later in the week. But I'll let you know what we can expect for tomorrow's forecast coming up. Back to you, Jen.
All right, thanks, Claire. The Montana legislature will convene the 63rd legislative session tomorrow for 90 days. MTN's political reporter Marne Banks walks us through the priorities of both Republicans and the Democrats.
Republicans control both houses of the legislature, and Senate President Jeff Essman says their #1 priority is balancing the budget.
We need to be very conservative in our budget process because I do not expect federal money to continue to flow to the state of Montana as freely and as loosely as it has in the past.
Essman says they will also focus on bills which encourage natural resource development. He says he's urging his caucus to focus on bills which have broad application to all Montanans. As a businessman, Speaker of the House Mark Blaisdell says he's focusing on legislation which helps small business owners.
Removing barriers and regulations and increased burdens that have been put forth on us so that we can make the decisions of how to move forward and make our business more successful.
Democrats say they too are focused on job creation, and that begins with educating a workforce.
We have to invest all we can in higher education and try to continue to freeze tuition for Montana families and our students so they can afford to go to school here in Montana.
But with a 61-39 majority in the House and a 29-21 majority in the Senate, Democrats will likely be relying on Governor-elect Steve Bullock to provide some balance.
We all heard as we campaigned and as we've been around the state a desire for the parties here to work together better than they have in the past, and I think that will be a conscious effort on our part to reach out across the aisle. But we need a willing partner. We need a partner who's willing to work with us and be active as well.
After speaking with legislative leadership, it sounds like both Democrats and Republicans are ready for the next 90 days. At the Capitol, Marne Banks, MTN News.
Now, for many, the 63rd session isn't the first day on the job, but for others, it is. MTN's Lindsay Gordon talks to a new representative about making the move to Helena and what he's looking forward to in his first session.
State Representative Tom Jacobson from House District 25 just arrived in town last night. I talked to him today at the Capitol as he awaits his first time on the House floor as a lawmaker. Our state legislators easily work 10-hour days, 6 days a week.
It is a big job. I'm very excited about being down here and having this opportunity to make a difference and to be a part of the process.
That process, he says, he's been preparing for over 2 months.
You do your homework. You know, you come down here, I don't think you can expect to come down here and start on day one. That started November 7th, really.
While he plans to make the trip home to Great Falls on the weekend, like most legislators, he's had to make the move to Helena.
It's been a real hectic week, I can tell you that. You know, everything from finding someone to dog sit for me and house sit for me to finding a place to live and packing the right clothes and realizing you're going to be down here for 4 months.
He says he's received some valuable advice, but he plans to really take one piece to heart.
To listen. You know, we come down here, we're excited, we want to move things forward, And I think too many times we're more interested in talking and we're more interested in getting our opinions across, and we don't spend enough time listening. Speak when needed, but overall just be quiet and listen and draw your conclusions from that.
Tomorrow, Representative Jacobson will sit at Desk 49 as part of the House minority. He says the things that are a priority to him are education, skilled jobs, and families. From the Capitol, Lindsay Gordon, MTN News.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. The Cascade County Attorney's Office is reviewing a new citizens initiative that could lead to citizens owning backyard chickens in the future. More than a year ago, Great Falls City Commissioners shot down a revised ordinance that would allow city residents to own backyard chickens. But the idea hasn't died. Great Falls resident Aaron Purcell decided to take it on to his own hands and create a citizens initiative to allow city residents to vote on it themselves. Although Purcell's wife says she would like to own backyard chickens, that's not what's pushing him to pursue the issue.
The whole goal of what I'm trying to do is just make it so the citizens of Great Falls have a say in it. That, you know, if we can get it on the ballot, that whether it passes or fails, at least the people had a say.
The Cascade County Attorney's Office is now reviewing that initiative. If the office approves it, it would then be sent on to the city attorney. Purcell would have to collect 6,000 signatures before it could be placed on a ballot during the November election. If it passes, residents could be allowed 6 backyard hens, and they must be cooped up sundown to sunrise. Chickens would not be allowed in the front yards or closer than 10 feet from the owner's property line. In just 6 days, Cutbank's own Alexis Weinman will take on the Miss America pageant. But before she takes on the stage, she is hoping to garner enough votes online to become a finalist in the contest. In this video, Weinman explains why she feels she should be the next Miss America. Weinman's platform issue, titled "Normal is Just a Drier Setting, Living with Autism," focuses on her life since she was diagnosed with a form of autism in 7th grade. She says she hopes to bring national awareness to it.
Most people do not understand what autism is. And 1 in 88 people having some form of autism, this understanding is becoming more and more necessary.
Weinman is also keeping friends, family, and fans up to date on her Facebook page, where she says she has enjoyed walking the runway at the Fashion Show Mall in Las Vegas and making appearances at various events. She has also been chosen as one of the 14 contestants to be featured on the show 2020. Quite an accomplished young woman there. My goodness, it looks like she's making it far and probably excited to get away from the cold weather that's moving in this way. You keep hinting at it.
Exactly, I know, and the snow is heading our way. Just a little bit of snow, not a lot, but temperatures are continuing to be fairly mild, and we're really going to drop heading into that end of the week. But here's a look at our lows for tonight. Temperatures will be fairly mild, but dropping down to the teens in Helena, 16 degrees in Helena, 14 in White Sulphur Springs, 26 in Great Falls, and 23 in Fort Bend. We'll have a quick look at your forecast coming up after the break.